Oi.
Should I try it?
No. No, don't
I'll
eat it.
Oh, they're not bad. You should Google
I
it.
would not be eating them.
Wow!
There's 4 more trees just around the corner.
And so out of the wind too. The other.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
How embarrassing. At least it's not on the internet.
Perfect in paradise. It's not. Accidents still happen. Oh, well done. I'm glad the tide's going to swallow these tracks before anyone has the opportunity to try and figure out what the hell it is.
There's been a murder. 16?
16? Is that enough?
Barely. We'll get by. Just.
Good.
Good morning. This is our 35-foot sloop rig yacht, Innerbloom, and she was designed by Jo Adams. At her time of purchase, and not having sailed before, we hadn't yet learned of the legacy that preceded that name, especially in Australia. Being a naval architect, Jo Adams was passionate about the ocean, and he sailed around the world in a 30-foot timber boat. It took a little adjustment for us to move from our 2-bedroom warehouse home in Byron Bay onto a mono, let alone an Adams, which are notoriously short and narrow designs. What Jo lacked vertically, he made up for in brilliance in execution and class in competition, with many of his designs winning the Sydney to Hobart. Through trading a couple of feet of beam and freeboard for performance, Adams gave his vessels an edge in upwind sailing. It's taken time to get a feel for our floating home, learning how she responds to wind and swell. With less than a year of experience under our belt, we've mostly played it safe, sailing in conditions that favour our safety and sanity. We avoid setting hard deadlines to prevent the temptation of pushing bad weather windows, and with such little freeboard and exposed cockpit, our comfort on passages is usually our priority. But all of that is about to change. We have just 3 weeks to explore the coastline north of Townsville before we need to return to Magnetic Island, where Innerbloom will sit snug in a marina while we head down south to see family. In the past, we've blamed uncomfortable passages on the conditions, or even Innerbloom herself.
Too challenging. We've still got quite a bit of the sea state here and enough wind for it to be uncomfortable, so...
I don't think the people want to see this.
Due to the ocean state and the state of both of us, turn the motor on and we're going to motor down the rest of the way.
But the more we've spoken to seasoned sailors, the clearer it's become. Jo Adams designed his boats to thrive in conditions far rougher than anything we've encountered. These are serious blue water cruisers. Narrow design be damned. Our slower speeds, the roll, the unbalanced helm, it's actually more to do with us as sailors than the design of the boat. So, these next 3 weeks will be all about truly getting to know our vessel. We'll be experimenting with sail configurations, pushing her limits, and sailing even when the winds aren't in our favour. Why? Because, for once, we do have a deadline. Because the coast is finally getting tropical and we want to see more of it while we can. And because we're determined to sail Innerbloom the way she was intended to be sailed.
So I just finished the video, but Phoebe said in the last clip it's cold, and it is. I reckon it is.
It's chilly.
We got a southerly wind. It's about 5 knots at the moment, and we're pulling up the anchor 6 a.m. We're heading up to the Palm Isles group, and we're going to head straight to Orpheus and park up there for probably 2 to 3 days until there's a good weather window to go to Hinchinbrook, and then we're going to stay at Zoe Bay for as long as we can.
As possible.
But yeah, it's nice to get up and get sailing again. Let's get this motor up, eh? Let's get this anchor up.
Oh. It's going to be a 43 nautical mile journey, our longest passage in over a month, pretty much. Hopefully about 6 hours it'll take us. Luckily we picked up some new books from the op shop, so we can read to each other. Probably it will be very hot. There's not a cloud in the sky, so I'm not gonna have any protection. Hopefully the southerly wind keeps us cool. Josh and I have been sleeping really weirdly and having really just intense, ridiculously complicated dreams, and we wake up more exhausted than when we went to sleep.
So hopefully sailing will help clear our imagination, give us some fresh material to work with. Hopefully something ocean or animal related, that would be great. Because we've got such light winds this morning and we kind of want to get there before the winds pick up this afternoon. We got the main up, but we're going to leave the motor on, which means we can put the auto helm on, which is a bit exciting. So once Josh sorts out the main sheet, and also once we get on course, and then we can just relax, kind of.
As much as possible.
Yeah. We've got the wind pretty much directly over our stern. Yeah, ready? Josh wants to try and raise the headsail without turning into the wind. We did try and just do that with the main, and we couldn't, so we had to turn around into the wind. So looks like it's doing well. Yeah. I think we might have to put the whisker pole out. Letting the jib sheet out so that Josh can get the pole on it. It has some slack to get the pole on.
Leave it there. Alright, that's on. Perfect.
It's on?
Yep, we're on.
Okay.
Just keep that course. Hold that course.
Yep.
You can lock that off. Just hold that course, okay?
Yeah. And then Josh is putting the preventer line on. Needs to be lifted. Yeah? Yeah, that's straight. There it is. Wing on wing. Woo! So that's already got us an extra half a knot. Oh, sorry, I'll try and keep on course. Okay, we are perfectly on course and we're going 6 knots. Still got the motor running though.
Right.
I just chuck her in neutral?
Yeah, just
Okay, let me get back on course. Ah! Too much. Okay. I always struggle a little bit with helming because I overcorrect a tiny bit. And then I'm just like oscillating like that. So I just got to make tiny corrections and just wait for it to... There we go. Oh.
Let's talk about Innerbloom's keel. To confirm my opinion, I've sought that of others on the internet. And to put it simply, and to quote from someone in a forum directly, choosing a sailboat is like choosing a wife. What's good for one is bad for someone else. You've made your decision and I really do wish you well. In that case, I think I've scored full points with Phoebe. But what about the fin keel? What are the pros and cons of a fin keel? Fins point higher into the wind due to better hydrodynamic foil. And with less wetted area, they're faster, therefore less drag. They have a quicker turn response when under sail or power, and apparently reverse a lot easier. The cons, less directional stability and poorer downwind performance. As we sail north along the east coast of Australia, we're riding the predominant winter southeasterly trades on a broad reach or a run. With excessive sail causing weather helm on the boat, we found that Innerbloom always wants to round up. We find ourselves not thinking too much on this because, well, at least we're still moving in the direction we want to be going. Hopefully soon we'll learn more about this and be able to improve our seamanship in trimming the sails and setting the boat up to sail well in respect to the keel's design.
So we've done a little sail configuration. We've got the main and the headsail both on the port side now. The wind's swung, it's almost on a beam reach. What's the one where it's in the aft quarter? Is that broad reach?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on a broad reach now. We've got an extra knot, so we're going over 6 knots. 6.5 we're sitting at. It feels a lot better now that we've got a little bit more speed too. So Josh is just packing up the preventer line, putting all of that away. Now that the wind has set in, and it'll be a little bit easier for us to work out how we're sailing and what needs to be done, so we can put all that away now. Oh! This wasn't Sonia. Turn off now, I guess.
Oopsies.
We're about to put the shade back up, but I want to show you what we got going on before I do that, because you won't be able to see. What speed are we at now, Josh?
7.2 knots.
Nice.
We've been averaging over the whole journey probably 6.5, but like we're doing 7.5 at the moment. It is going to be total a 44 nautical mile passage, and we left at, what'd you say, 6:30?
Yeah.
And our arrival time at the moment is looking like 2:30, so.
Which is perfect because we get there right after the crest of the hottest part of the day. We've still got a lot of daylight to explore, sort out the boat. A lot's happened down there. Yeah, all the jaw fell out.
Before we got into the Palm Isles, we were getting quite a bit of swell, and that's why I wanted to leave early so that we were sort of within the protection of the Palm Isles by the time the wind got stronger throughout the day. But just in the last sort of 2 hours of our passage, it built quite a bit. Yeah, I was a bit nervous, to be honest. We haven't done a lot of sailing recently because all our last passage making was
Reefs and
motor under.
yeah,
because we were going out to the reef and it was glass out, which is heavy.
Yeah.
We're doing a bit of motoring here too, but we're going to make the most of the wind for as long as we can.
We've been alone out here on these waters for the past 2 hours. I've seen like a couple of trawlers, but that's about it. Look at this dude. Absolutely punching through the waves. Look at the bow wake. Oh my god.
Wow.
Look at that spray.
It gets where it's going pretty quick.
Wow. Can you give us a tow in other direction? Jet ski on the bow too. Oh, here we go.
Wow. That's so sick.
Screw. Okay, so we've arrived at Orpheus. We can see that there's a free mooring ball there. Josh is just pulling down the whisker pole. It's so nice picking up a mooring ball. It's just, and it's good because it means that we can put it over the post and then be able to leave the boat and explore this island, because usually we don't like to leave the boat soon after anchoring to make sure that, you know, the anchor is set properly and that if we have any issues we're there to re-anchor if need be and stuff like that. So yeah, the fact that we can pick up this mooring ball is so cool. Sonia's having a little sleep.
We're awesome!
Wow, look at all this fringing reef. Okay. Yeah. What would I do if I saw Josh get taken by a croc and dragged down to the bottom where they conduct the death roll, which is pretty hard to stop once you're in that situation. So, I don't know. I just had this vision of like grabbing the machete, having to jump down, stab at this crocodile, never having killed an animal in my life. I should also set the GoPro up somehow because like, surely if we experience something like that and we survived, you would want to see it. Like I would want to see something like that rather than being like, hey guys, whoa, something crazy just happened. Like I want you to actually see it. But then I was like, in a life and death scenario, filming it is not the first on the priority list, but I guess, you know, you got to consider these things when you're doing YouTube and stuff. It's like sharing the experience with people. Now I speak about it, I'm like, I actually don't know where he is. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with crocs. I have no idea what to do if I see them in the wild. I've never had to deal with crocs before. When Jack was here and we were sailing, we had a bit of just shit sail banter. This is what you do when you're on a passage and you have no auto helm. You just have conversations like this. But we were talking about if we'd prefer to be killed by a shark or by a croc. Both the boys chose the shark because the shark would bite off a limb or something and you'd probably just bleed to death or have a heart attack from the whole experience. So it'll be a relatively quick death. I chose the croc. We are not a part of the shark's food chain, and so most shark attacks happen in low light conditions or early morning or evening, and usually it's because we look like a different animal from beneath. We look like a seal or a turtle. That's why I chose the croc, because I was like, the croc sized me up, knew what I was about and what he was about, and he made the call and he won. And like, for that, sir, you deserve to eat me. And not only eat me, take me back to your lair, let me decompose because you don't have molars. So as I decompose, it's easier for him to eat me. Like, genius. Crocs aren't opportunistic. They watch and observe and plan and strategize, and that warrants respect. More so than sharks, you know, in my opinion. Anyway, what would you choose? I don't know what that is. Sweet lip. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check with Josh. Now we can show you how cool the quarter boat is to get in and out of. So I hop on to opposite side. I'll take the gun. Sorry, mate. Hold on. Whoa, wait. Oh my God. Babe. I wasn't ready. Is your gun all right? Okay. It's hard to hear me with the outboard on, hey?
Yeah.
What's the condition of the reef like?
Well, it's pretty good. Well, I mean, there's some reef that's sort of, well, I don't know, it's not bad for an island.
Look at my hat. This is the island goddess that all Josh's mates think he's with right now.
Oi.
Should I try it?
No,
I'll
don't eat it.
Whoa. Whoa. This is so beautiful.
There's 4 more trees just around the corner.
And so out of the wind too. Okay, Josh wants to inspect the other.
Oh no.
Oh. How embarrassing. At least it's not on the internet.
Perfect in paradise. It's not. Accidents still happen.
Oh, only one. It's the one above it. I saw it fizz for a second there. Grab the straw. It's just like really mild. Just tastes a bit like really mild green tea. but the flesh on it looks amazing. Take my straw.
Thank you.
The flesh on that one's really like jelly, hey?
Mm.
So starting from here and working down.
Yeah. You got to keep turning it all the way around as you go.
Oh, okay. Even if I haven't got this part off
Yeah,
yet?
yeah. I just
Okay.
keep cutting. You're hold on 1 second. You're doing that with your hand there. You're taking the hand away. Just got to make sure the coconut's stable, so it's not going to move.
Yeah, okay.
Like, don't have your hand in, out. You either
Okay.
have it there or you don't have it there.
Okay. Oh my god, look at it. Damn, bro. Ey. Fucking oh.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
that's it. You want to get that cut. You want to try to get the heavy bit because that's going to be the most.
Yeah. No, I get that, but you also need to have a bit of arm strength to bring the fury down. Bro! Would hate to be handless and stuck on an island with me.
You're kind of still just diving into all this, so you need to cut at an angle down under all that.
Yeah. Bah! Oh! Oh! That's it there, eh? Okay.
Oh, well done. What's that from?
From the machete!
Jeez Louise.
Look at that! Oh, this coconut better be worth it. Ooh!
Good?
Wow!
Yum.
Oh my god! Wow. Worth it. That is so gnarly and weird. Rotate.
I'm glad the tide's going to swallow these tracks before anyone has the opportunity to try and figure out what the hell it is. What's our haul on coconuts, Phoebe?
Bloody good one. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
16? Is that enough?
Just.
Good. For tonight anyway.